Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with Phone Arena, and this is the review of the Samsung Galaxy Grand Quattro, Samsung's first mid-range Android smartphone powered by a quad-core processor. It has a 4.7-inch display with 800 by 480 pixel resolution at just 198 ppi pixel density. And it was surprising to note that the display looks better than the Grand Duos. It is bright and the colors are vivid. There is a 0.3 megapixel front-facing camera at the top and the proximity sensor is present next to it, but it lacks an ambient light sensor. Below the display there is a large physical home button along with capacitive touch buttons for back and options on either sides. At the bottom there is a micro USB slot along with a tiny microphone hole, and the 3.5mm audio jack is at the top. On the right there is a power button and the volume rocker is present on the left side. It is 9.65mm thick, which is just 0.5mm thicker than the Grand Duos. The phone has chrome finish on the sides, which looks like metal but is actually plastic. There is a 5 megapixel rear facing camera on the back with LED flash. There is a speaker grill with chrome finish on the other side of the camera. The camera takes decent shots, but it lacks a BSI sensor. You have several shooting modes, FX and macro modes that enhance the experience. The phone can record videos at 480p resolution, which is 480 by 720 pixels at 30 fps. The video quality is decent and the audio is also good, even though the phone lacks a secondary microphone. The plastic back is not easy to remove and you have to pull it hard till the lock is out. Once you remove the back cover, you can see the battery, micro SD and the SIM card slots. The phone has dual SIM support with support for micro SIM card slots, which is pretty new. The first SIM card slot is present on the top below the camera and under the micro SD card slot, so you need to remove the battery to insert the SIM card. You can expand the memory using the micro SD card slot to 32 GB. The second micro SIM slot is present in the bottom left of the back. Even though it doesn't need you to remove the battery to replace the second SIM, you need to restart the device every time you replace it. This has smart dual SIM feature that automatically forwards calls from the phone number on SIM 2 even if you're on the phone with SIM 1's number. You can enable this feature from the settings. It doesn't work with all the service providers since some don't allow call forwarding when busy. You get options to call or send a message through either of the SIMs in the dial pad and the SMS compose screen. The keyboard has continuous input just like swipe that lets you glide to input text. It runs on Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean with TouchWiz Nature UX. The phone has rich notifications and shortcut toggles in the notification bar. It has lock screen shortcuts that lets you launch the Google Now and camera directly from the lock screen, but it does miss the ripple effect. You can enable the lock screen information ticker, dual clock and weather. Other software features include Smart Stay, Direct Call, Smart Alert, Blocking Mode and more features, but it lacks multi-window, S-Voice and Page Buddy that were present in the Grand Duos. You can press and hold the menu button to launch the Google Now and press and hold the home button to launch the multitasking menu. The blocking mode lets you disable notifications, alarm and timer for a period of time. There is a power saving mode that lets you optimize the power by limiting the maximum CPU performance, and the screen power saving reduces the screen frame rate and lowers the brightness. There are a lot of pre-installed apps including a file manager, memo, voice recorder and the usual Google apps. The music player is simple and can play various audio formats and also has FM radio with RDS and recording. The video player doesn't support HD videos and lacks pop-up play. You get 5.06 GB of user memory and has micro SD card slot to expand the storage up to 32 GB as we mentioned earlier. But you can't move the apps from the phone to SD card. Since the phone has 5 GB of user memory, this would be more than enough unless you're installing large games. The 2000 mAh battery lasts for a day with average use, and you can enable the power saving mode that we mentioned earlier. The phone is powered by a 1.2 GHz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 200 MSM8625Q processor with Adreno 203 GPU. Overall, the performance is good compared to other mid-range Android smartphones. Games were smooth. Since the GPU is not powerful, it lacked certain details. At a price tag of about Rs 16,900, if you want a dual SIM Android smartphone from Samsung with decent battery life, but can compromise on the video recording and some software features, go for it. Listed here are the pros and cons of the device. For the complete review, check the link below and do hit the like button and the subscribe button for more videos like these. Thanks for watching.